The people locked up in state prisons more likely to have received the COVID-19 vaccine than the people who actually work there.
Governor Cooper has new vaccination rules for state employees that took effect this month.
Our Capitol reporter Michael Hyland live in Raleigh. And Michael, only about half those people working in prisons are vaccinated, and we're trying to keep COVID out of these prisons.
Right. Public safety is the one area that Governor Cooper oversees where they have the lowest vaccination rate among state employees. So I talked to the chief medical officer for the state's prisons today to find out why and what they're doing about it. Even with the risks of working in the state's prisons during the pandemic, many of the employees are choosing not to get vaccinated.
The politics of this, you can't ignore that. And there is they go home and they watch what's occurring in the public and on the news.
Dr. Arthur Campbell is the chief medical officer for the prisons. He's trying to drive the vaccination numbers up. New data we got shows about 69% of inmates are fully vaccinated, but for employees, it's just 51%. For the state as a whole, 63% of adults are fully vaccinated.
Many of the staff, were born and raised in the community where they now work in the prison. It's very regional. So we see a lot of the same kind of regional alignments that we see across the state.
Governor Roy Cooper recently implemented a new requirement that employees under his authority either get vaccinated or get tested weekly. Dr. Campbell is optimistic that will prompt more people to get the vaccine, but they're also talking about potential incentives for employees. He says some don't think they need it after previously having COVID-19.
One very big factor is the natural immunity factor that's really not considered as much as it should be.
I asked him about mandating it, and he worries that could drive some people away. Staffing has long been a challenge in prisons, exacerbated by 2 deadly incidents in 2017 and then the pandemic. We recently reported the job vacancy rate is about 30%.
That there's a not insignificant portion of them that may very well leave the job if a mandate were to be put in place. We're seeing that across the country.
As the Delta variant spread, he was also really worried about what impact that would have. It turns out the percent of tests coming back positive in the prisons is actually much lower than what we've seen for the state as a whole this month. And he thinks that testing, masking, and the high vaccination rate among the inmates have all contributed to that. Live in Raleigh, Michael Hyland, CBS 17 News.
All right, Michael, thanks for that.
Starting